Bulavinaka, my name is Litia and I'm from the beautiful island of Laos and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rock.
My name is Casey, I'm from Tabua. We love Today FM in Tabua. Today FM rocks.
My name is Selina, I'm from Tavenga Vengamba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Pula, my name is Carlo. I love listening to the music in Today FM, in Malak Island. Today FM rock.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news tonight, Narayan Jetty to be closely monitored. Fijians round up Christmas weekend with families. And coffins stolen from Vatuanga crematorium.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Smith.
A 21-year-old man of Yaroi village in Savu was the latest road fatality after an alleged hit-and-run accident this morning. A call was received through the emergency line that the victim was found lying motionless beside the road at Vuniasawa settlement. The victim was later identified by his elder brother, where he stated that the victim was last seen leaving for Savu town. A post-mortem will be conducted to ascertain the cause of death. In a separate incident, a 3-year-old boy died following an accident along the Lovonivonu Northern Coastal Road in Taveuni yesterday afternoon. It's believed the victim was walking along the road with his parents when it's alleged he suddenly ran across the road and was hit by a vehicle driven by a 32-year-old Bowser attendant of Lesuma. The victim was conveyed to the Taveuni hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. The suspect is in custody as investigations for both incidents continue. A 25-year-old man is dead after he was allegedly assaulted by his father-in-law in Delai Tomuka, Lautoka yesterday afternoon. The matter was referred to police by Lautoka hospital personnel after the victim was taken to the hospital around 4 p.m. It's alleged the two had been drinking when they started arguing. This led to the father-in-law, believed to be in his 50s, to assault the young man. The suspect is currently in police custody as investigation continues. 3 empty coffins were stolen from the Vatuanga crematorium in Suva on Saturday night. It's believed the thieves cut open the grill of the lock gate and walked away with the empty coffins. The matter was reported to the police when the caretaker discovered the coffins missing. The missing coffins are usually given to families who are unable to afford a new one. Police spokesperson Ananai Soro says they have received the report and an investigation is underway. President Major General retired Chiyochi Kondote is calling on all Fijians to strongly condemn any hatred shown against our brothers and sisters of other religions in his Christmas message yesterday. The president also called on Fijians to denounce all of society's ills, including violence against women, children and the vulnerable. He says 2017 has brought its fair share of accomplishments and challenges, and encouraged every Fijian to be proud that Fiji stands the tallest it ever has in the world today. The president says he strongly believes that Fiji has stood united and remained firm in our faith in God Almighty.
Let us all come together in the spirit of the Christmas tradition to love one another and express our gratitude for the blessings we have received this past year and for the strength to overcome whatever challenges we face. Let us also lead by example in our daily lives by promoting a healthy lifestyle so that we can live longer and happier. I also ask that we show more care for the environment to help reduce the impacts of climate change.
The Fiji Ports Corporation is closely monitoring entrance into Suva's Narayan Jetty to ensure no unnecessary entrance of people and vehicles into the vicinity. FPCL Public Relations Officer Losalini Bolatangivi has confirmed this is to mitigate congestion and uphold safety at our local port of entry. Savara Tambor reports.
It's the time of the year when loading areas are congested and in some cases even cause accidents. Bolatangivi says they will closely monitor the jetty to avoid incidents and improve efficiencies in loading and offloading of cargoes and passengers.
The measures include those who are not traveling, who are not ticket holders, are not allowed into the operation area. We're only allowing people who are traveling to go inside. So for the farewell parties, they have the waiting area for them to farewell. They are not allowed to go inside. We understand some of the frustration by the members of the public, and we seek their understanding on them on this, because all this is just done for the benefit of the people.
There will be no makeshift offers on the wharf, as most ship operators usually have during busy periods. The public as well as shipping operators have been advised that freight payments will be done at the office or in the vessel.
I believe it's a good decision to allow movement of people. To me, it's sort of a challenge, but on the other end, we had to follow it.
The Ports Authority is also coming down hard on vehicles that park in the vicinity, so trucks or company vehicle owners are advised not to park for more than 3 hours as well. PSV licensed vehicles are also not allowed to park for more than 10 minutes in the vicinity. Sabira Tambua, FBC News.
Boxing Day overseas is usually spent opening Christmas gifts, but here at home, Fijians celebrate the holiday in a very different way. Sabira Tambua again with the story.
The long weekend proved to be a great time with family and friends over food and fun at home. However, today it was time to get some sun and even rake in a little bit of cash.
Still happy to work today because everyone is having enjoyed. I'm still happy to work in the board track.
I prefer working so that I could earn more cash for New Year's celebration. We are just doing some light job today. We are still celebrating Christmas.
Today is my day off, so I come bring my kids around to make them some fun. Roam around, they enjoy themselves.
We are still in the mood of Christmas.
Former civil servant, 72-year-old Amelia Misaki of Kinoya says she decided to clean her home and make use of the weather.
I want to put everything out because so many weeks now we had rain. I was thinking of my house.
Many people say with all the commitments throughout the year and the much-awaited Christmas weekend coming to an end, it's now time to count down to 2018. Sabira Tambua, FBC News.
Still to come, public warned to steer clear of Watuanga Bridge. And Fijians advised to make healthy choices. Stay with us.
Moala ranavika o tikongona taunu singatoka ando talitaka na wakaronga ng Bull FM number 2 na seri.
Ya dora subuli kurnambili. Borani batukara hambara binaranga. Do talitakina na waronga ng Bull FM number 2 na seri. Bula.
Bula FM number 2 na seri.
The Fiji Roads Authority is advising road users not to use the new Watuanga Bridge in Suva as it's still under construction. FRA Chief Executive Jonathan Moore says reports have been received from their contractors that many people are not taking this warning seriously. Kelly Vadalo reports.
The new Watuanga Bridge might look complete from a distance, but there are still some finishing touches needed and the public is reminded to stay clear.
One thing about Watuanga Bridge I do want to stress to people, the bridge is not open. People have been using that bridge and it's not open, and we are very upset about that. We have workers on the bridge. Workers are not expecting cars to be driving across the bridge, and it could cause quite a bad accident when we have workers walking across the bridge and working there.
FRA also says some pedestrians have been seen walking on the new bridge, and this could be dangerous when contractors are doing their work.
The contractor again is working very hard to finish it early. The approaches are pretty much complete there. There's some street lighting works to be carried out and some finishing works on the bridge. All road users are not to use Watuanga Bridge until it's formally open to the public. We've had a few incidents of that happening and it is very dangerous.
Many Fijians say road users should adhere to FRA's instructions for their own safety.
The bridge isn't complete and vehicles been used and people been crossing, and heavy machinery has been used on the bridge. It could cause accidents.
People should not be using the bridge now because it's dangerous and because the Chinese people are still working on the bridge.
FRA says the new Watuanga Bridge is expected to open around June next year and this should ease traffic flow. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
With the feasting and drinking that comes with this festive season, Fijians are advised to watch what you eat as 2018 draws near. The Food and Agriculture Organization says NCDs is not only a problem here at home, but a global concern now. Akosita Tale reports.
Fijians are reminded to change their eating lifestyle as the new year draws closer. FAO's Assistant Director General Kundavi Kadirasan says Fiji's NCD rate is not as high as other countries. However, this shouldn't be taken lightly.
We should not be eating too much of sugary food, not too much of salt, not too much of all these fatty foods. So in a sense, to address that, this whole issue in the whole Pacific Islands, Fiji is not as bad, as I said, as other countries, but still quite a large number of people are obese and overweight.
The FAO's Assistant Director General says Fijians should be concerned because this will not only affect the family of the person that is suffering from NCD, but it can take its toll on the economy.
Labor productivity of people will really either go down, and people are also dying out of it. So you are impacting your labor force, and in that sense also the overall the economy suffers a whole lot.
Earlier this month, Diabetes Fiji, a private NGO, revealed the youngest reported diabetic patient is a 3-year-old boy. Health Minister Rosie Akbar says this report is a reminder that diabetes and other NCDs will spare no one. Fijians are reminded to make healthy choices towards the new year. Akosita Tale, FBC News.
$42.6 million has so far been used to electrify more than 6,000 homes in rural areas across Fiji this year. This was highlighted by Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama while opening the Nusa Toka Rural Electrification Project in Tailevu. Kelly Vadala reports.
All homes in Wainimbuka villages of Nusa Toka, Nambova, Navidovati, Malambi and Nangia will now receive proper electricity supply.
This grid extension project will provide a reliable power supply to 289 families by connecting 5 villages and 3 settlements to our grid, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and has been completed at a cost of just over $1.7 million. And this is only one part of our larger Korvo to Rakaraki grid extension under development by my government.
Fijians who qualify for the Rural Electrification Program have been encouraged to apply at any office of the Fiji Electricity Authority.
This community has not only been made safer at all hours of the day, you now have access to an entire world of new possibilities. Your community can stay active long after the sun is set. Your children can study into the night. You can spend time with your families and loved ones, and you no longer must depend on inefficient diesel generators on landfill lands.
The Prime Minister says we must keep Fiji on the path of progress and keep track of developments in every city, town and community. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
Turning to world news, rescue efforts are continuing in the southern Philippines after Storm Tembin left more than 200 people dead and hundreds missing. It's feared southern Vietnam will be hit next. In sports, Fiji AFL aims to expose players in 2018. And Joseph Kwajo's training program to continue next year. This and more coming up.
Bulavinaka, I'm Andrea Sorbakroa of Nayabu Wainimbuka Tailevu. Whenever I want to tune in to listen to great music, I always tune in to my favorite radio station, Gold FM, only the classic.
My name is Lita. We love listening to Gold FM here at the Fiji Hideaway Resort and Spa. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
We here at Tano Waterfront Lautoka love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
The Fiji Airways Drua rugby team made a name for themselves in the Australian National Rugby Championship this year. As the newcomers, they created upsets during the competition using their unique pattern of rugby that impressed Australia and other parts of the world. Eroni Tuinuku will recap just some of the special moments with the team made up of only local players. Boxing isn't only about hitting another in the face and making a name for yourself in the ring. It's also about protection, and getting your children involved in the basics of self-defense can be a contributing factor to their own safety. Eroni Tuinuku again with the story.
Learning the basics of boxing can be a perfect activity for your children next year.
Some of the young kids in Fiji, some of them have a good talent in boxing. But they need to get somebody to guide them, tell them, to train them. show them what they have to do.
To be trained by a professional boxer is a bonus that will help an individual in the long run.
Kids program is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4 to 5.
Local top boxer Joseph Kwajo says Fiji can be the best if developed from grassroots.
I'd like to say all of the people you are watching, if you're watching, try to talk to your mom or talk to your dad or your uncle or your auntie to make you start training the silver boxing fitness, because starting training this kid, I can see their potential.
Young participants have noticed the improvement in their boxing skills and are eager to learn more.
So I started boxing a year ago. It's all been good, you know. Joseph helps out and everything. He teaches us the fundamentals of boxing, you know, how to keep ourselves safe and everything. So yeah, he does all that. He spars with us, tells us our mistakes.
Joseph Kwajo trains and teaches young participants ways of protecting themselves from any form of danger and urges parents to involve their children in this type of program. The training program applies to all ages and will continue with learning activities next year. Eroni Tuinuku, FBC Sports.
Fiji AFL hopes to continue its rise to stardom after a successful 2017 season that boosted the support after 8 years since it was introduced in 2009. Compared to previous years, the sport has taken a huge leap towards professionalism and has attracted more fans and supporters. Fiji AFL Development Officer Simon Highfield says they're looking at a successful year in 2018 and are seeking support from the public to join in and be part of the AFL family.
But I guess 2017 was a year of a lot of hard work, a result of a lot of hard work. AFL Fiji exists just so, you know, people here in this country can participate in organised sport, whether it's AFL or rugby or anything like that. AFL just exists to allow people an opportunity to play in sport.
The Barcelona football team created an upset that gave Real Madrid supporters and players a heartbreaking Christmas gift after crushing them 3-0 on their home ground. Barcelona has been inconsistent throughout the season, but surprisingly astonished the crowd, beating the European champions and the FIFA Club World Cup. It was generally fine weather over most parts of the country today. In the west, another day of good weather as Westerners enjoyed their day out in the sun. Eastwards from Pakauba to Suva, similar conditions prevailed in the Eastern Division. Nausori was the hottest at 29 degrees. And up north, Savo was the hottest at 34 degrees. No sign of rain as it was clear skies throughout the day for our friends in Vanua-Levu. At sea, south to southwest winds 15 to 20 knots, moderate to rough seas, moderate southerly swells. For the tides, high tide will be at 2:17 p.m. tomorrow with low tide at 8:21 p.m. Sunrise will be at 6:35. And our further outlook at south to southeast winds 15 to 20 knots, moderate to rough seas. And recapping the main stories, Narayan Jetty to be closely monitored. Fijians round up Christmas weekend with families, and coffins stolen from Vatuanga Crematorium. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our poll question this week, we're asking, should there be harsher penalties for people involved in temple sacrilege? Visit our FBC website to answer. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. That was your FBC News for tonight. From the team and I, stay safe. Good night.
My name is Litia and I'm from the beautiful island of Lao, and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Casey, I'm from Tavua. We love Today FM in Tavua. Today FM rocks.
My name is Selina, I'm from Tavenga Vengamba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Pula, my name is Carlo. I love listening to the music in Today FM in Malak Island. Today FM rock.
Today's hit music on Today FM.